So this is from RHS, or Radiant Heat Systems, and what it is it's just a heat mat.
As we have, this mat fits this entire bench length.
Hey everybody, Sean and Allison here from Spoken Garden. Today we're going to show you how we're going to heat our greenhouse over this winter.
But before we get to that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on every daily video.
So guys, we're here in our greenhouse, and as you can see, there's different things going on in here, some storage, but we've got our plants in here. So far, they've been doing okay, but the temperatures are getting lower, and so we need to figure out a heating system for them on this bench.
So like Sean said, we've got all of our cuttings in all of these boxes, and we were moving them inside and outside until we had this these supplies set up. So what we did is we researched what kinds of ways can we heat this greenhouse, because it doesn't close up all the way. So we found some options that I think will work, and we're excited to get this set up today.
So guys, here is the equipment we're going to actually use to heat our greenhouse, and it's a little bit of a misnomer. We're not actually going to heat the whole greenhouse per se with a heat source or that type of thing. What we're going to do is we're going to use this heating mat. We're going to use this heating mat to make sure that the root systems and hopefully some residual heat even further up above from that keeps the stems and leaves warm of these plants over this winter and the really cold months. So this is from RHS, or Radiant Heat Systems Inc. And so this is something that they produce here in the United States. And what it is it's just a heat mat. It's actually plugged in. You plug it into any 110 outlet. It's got these heating strips going across this thin plastic sheet, and the electricity just moves through on both sides and comes in, and it just heats up all these little bands, all these little lines, and this is what's going to radiate the heat up to our plants and keep those roots from freezing.
It is amazing how thin this thing is. I can't wait to see this. It's kind of an experiment, right? To see if how this will do. So this is going to be really interesting.
Now, to regulate the heat on this heat mat, because it doesn't come with a regulator or anything to control how much heat comes off this pad, we've actually bought a thermostat to regulate the heat coming from the pad, and it'll plug in here on this thermostat, and then this thermostat will actually plug in, and it's electrically controlled. But depending on how hot we want to have the root zones of these plants, that's what we'll set the temperature to on this. And what happens is this knows the temperature of those root zones by this little heat probe. This probe will tell this thermostat how hot each of those soil levels, those roots and those soils are of those plants. And then when it reaches the hottest level that we set this thermostat at, this thermostat will literally shut off this heating pad so it won't overcook the plant roots and the plants themselves. So with saying all that, we're gonna get this set up, and then we'll show you it all set up in just a minute.
Okay, you guys, we did it.
Yep.
So we're going to show you, kind of take you on a little tour here. What was super cool is we have, this mat fits this entire bench length.
Yep. 6 feet.
And we were talking, we're going to see if we think we need a second one, but for now, everything seems to fit here. Mm-hmm. We do have a couple other potted plants we may need to bring indoors, so we'll figure that out. But
yep, and the plan is that first we got to stabilize this temperature another 24 hours to stabilize all these soil temperatures with all these roots. And the way we're doing that, like we told you before, there's a soil probe down in the soil here. We just got that down in there. And this pot of this petunia cutting is just going to be representative right now of everything else in here. And so that's going to measure the soil temperature in that pot, representing all the other pots in here. And that goes back to our thermostat temperature gauge. And right now it's hovering between about 46 degrees Fahrenheit. Now we can go Celsius. So right now it's hovering around 7.7, 7.8 Celsius. So kind of chilly. Not the best, but not the worst. They're not frozen, so that's good. So now what's going to happen is over the next 24 hours, this mat is going to heat up. It's going to heat all this soil up around these roots, and then the root temperature around all our plants here will stabilize, and then we'll get a good guess at how this is doing out here. We've set this thermostat for 70 degrees Fahrenheit, and so that's our goal, is to keep these roots at an optimal 70 degrees. Now, the other part of this is that we don't really know how much this is going to heat the rest of the greenhouse. We're hopeful it will, and if it does, then bringing in our other potted plants will be really a beneficial thing for them. So we'll have hopefully some residual heat from this pad, but we don't know yet. This pad isn't designed to do that. It's designed to provide the heat right from the pad up to anything in contact with it. So we're gonna wait and see.
So that's a wrap for today, you guys. We're keeping it short. We got this set up. It is Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
And we're grateful for you and our community for being here and watching our videos and asking such amazing questions. You keep us going every day.
Leave any comments or questions down below for us. We love hearing from you guys, especially if you're thinking about setting something similar up in a greenhouse or somewhere else around your garden, indoors. This is an indoor setup only. We didn't say that before, so be aware of that. Well, give us that thumbs up, let us know we're doing a good job, and subscribe to our channel so you get updates on our latest videos.
And we'll be back tomorrow with our Friday plant chat, so come on back to see what we're highlighting and have a great day ahead.
Have a great day, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.